Welcome to Rebel Life Boxing, where I talk boxing and anything in between. Make sure to catch new videos daily at 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. Also catch an early bird video weekdays at 6 a.m. Support the channel, and thanks for watching.
I want to touch on the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Mario Barrios fight again a little bit. I made a couple of videos about this. You can check them out on this channel. They have a fight coming up June 26th, and many believe that this will be a bad fight, a bad matchup for Tank Davis. Many believe he's going to get hurt, maybe even knocked out in this fight. I think I had made my original prediction was for Mario Barrios to win that fight. But, you know, after watching a couple of his fights and then going back watching some of Tank fights, I had to change up my stance on that. I do believe that Tank will probably get Mario Barrios out of there probably by round 8. Let me explain why I think this. Tank Davis, he looked good at 130 pounds. You know, he looked like he was quick or fast, had some speed, power. And then he goes up to like 135 and he looks kind of average, kind of like struggled to knock out Gamboa. Looked a little gassed. Now, I don't know what that's contributed to. Maybe Tank Davis is having issues making weight at 130, and it's the reason why they brought him up to 135. Maybe the weight drain was hurting him at 135, but then you got to ask yourself, how come he didn't really have that problem at 130? He looked like he was superb at 130. Well, I think the answer might be to that is he's getting older now, man. As you age, as you get older, most people's metabolism and everything start to slow down a bit, you know, and it's harder to keep weight off you as you get a little older. So my assumptions is, man, Floyd Mayweather is moving him up to 140 to test the waters, because I don't think Tank Davis I think he's probably having issues making weight at 135, man. And they realize by now he's getting older. He's not a 22-year-old Tank Davis anymore. So I'm thinking maybe they saw how he looked at 135, and they probably figured, or maybe it's because the weight cut is draining him a bit or whatever. You know, Leo Santa Cruz, I'm not sure. What was that fight? That was at 130. He fought Leo Santa Cruz, am I right? Or did he bring Leo Santa Cruz up from 126 to 135? I think that was a 130-pound fight. I think that was, yeah. I'm sorry, that was 130. And he even had little issues where he was struggling with Leo Santa Cruz. You know, I've seen comments, you know, Tank supporters saying that was just him taking a hit to give a hit. No, man, no. You saw his face at the end of that fight, bruh. No. He was getting pieced up by Leo Santa Cruz. Just that's what it is. That doesn't mean he's a bad fighter. It just means he got pieced up by Leo Santa Cruz. That's it. Now, some people say Floyd Mayweather is moving him smart, and they think that he knows how to pick his fights for Tank Davis, and Tank should beat him because he's no real threat to Tank Davis. They knew they wasn't gonna put Tank Davis in there with a real threat. And hey, listen, another thing. Leonardo B, I just got to watching one of his interviews. I think it was on Fight Hype. He said Tank Davis was the one that wanted to fight Mario Barrios. He's the one that requested the fight. So, yo, listen, a lot of y'all dudes out there that defend Errol Spence, or you defend Terrence Crawford, whatever, and you say it's not the boxers. I know a lot of the times when they moving and stuff, it's the people in the background that really got the ultimate say. But most of the time, man, sometimes these boxers have a lot of voice in who they fight as well. And Leonard Ellerby just came out and said that. He just proved that Tank Davis is the one that wanted to fight Mario Barrios. Not sure how true Leonard Ellerby is being about this, but I don't see why he would lie about that. And then a big question comes to mind. Why would you skip past Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, and all these dudes, Richard Coleman? He got all these dudes at 135 that he could get the smoke with. Why did he bypass all of them just to go to 140 to fight Mario Barrios? And I think the logical answer to that is it got to be his weight issues, and they feel like Tank probably or a combination of both. They feel like Tank Davis isn't skillful enough to beat those dudes. I honestly believe that's what it is, and maybe Tank feel like he can't beat him. Then he saw how Mario Barrios was looking in that fight. Damn it, man, I can't ever pronounce the dude's name. Akhmedov, I forgot his name. I can't pronounce it. And he was getting beat up in that fight, man. Mario Barrios. He got robbed. The dude got robbed. Mario Barrios lost that fight. I don't know how he won that fight, but he lost. But he got robbed. The dude was beating the shit out of Barrios, and he lost that fight. He still got robbed, bro. Dude got robbed. And I think Mayweather's team seen that, and Tank saw it, was like, oh, I want to move up. I'm having problems with weight, and I can't stay at 135 with these dudes because I don't know if I'm skillful enough to beat them. Plus my weight, I'm having problems. Let's go to 140, but let's pick a champion at 140, but somebody that is the lesser of the other champions, and that would be Mario Barrios. Think about it for a minute, because if Tank really had the ability to believe in himself, he would have just been like, all right, let me wait for like Jose Ramirez or Josh Taylor. Let me take on one of them, and let them defend their titles against me or something like that, right? But I don't think Tank beats either one of those dudes at all, Jose Ramirez or Josh Taylor, and I think Floyd knows it, and so does Tank. I think Tank is limited. He doesn't have belief in himself, I believe, man. I just don't think he has confidence in himself, man. He didn't fight Tevin Farmer. He didn't fight none of these dudes, bro. And I'm like, why not? Do he think that all these dudes are too skillful for him? I don't know. Might be, man. He didn't fight Lomachenko. He skipped past Lomachenko. All these dudes, bro, just to go to 140. So the only reason that got to be happening is his weight. He's having problems making the weight, or is because they don't feel like they could beat any of those one dudes at 135. So they feel like 140 is kill two birds with one stone. He doesn't have to drop as much weight to make 140, and he gets to go up there and punch on a subpar champion. You know what I mean? And look good doing it. And honestly, man, to be honest, bro, I think they're going to do the same thing that they was doing in the other divisions with Tank. They're going to move him around 140. They're going to move him and shake him around in tough fights. That's just how I see it at this point with Tank, man. I want to see him in there with some real killers, bro. And I don't think Mario Barrios is that guy. I want to see him in there with some real killers, man. Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. Who else at 140 is tough? Some other dudes up there. I don't want to see him moving around, fighting lower contenders and all that. I don't want to see that. And that's what you're going to see from Tank. I'm sad to say that, but I think his career is going to be limited as far as his competition. But they're going to make him into this superstar by moving him and shaking him the way that Floyd wanted him to move. That's just my opinion on it, man. But I think he beats the shit out of Mario Barrios, though. I think he gets him out of there within 8 rounds. I think Tank, more than likely, I think he might do good at 140. I think this is probably going to be his shining division right here. He's probably going to bring his power up. He's going to be heavier. He's going to bring more. He's going to bring his speed up, and he's going to have more weight behind that speed. So I think his knockout ratio is going to be even worse. It's going to be even better. I think he's going to be getting people out of there just as much as he was at 130. But the competition levels ain't going to be no different from the competition he's been fighting at 130 and 135. Just my opinion. We'll have to see. Let me know what you think about this situation with Tank moving up to 140, man. Get back to me, man. This is Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later on the next one, man. Peace.